Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, good evening, good day, good morning, whenever you're going to watch this. It's Crisandro here, and slightly busy day today here at lunchtime. And wow, what a week that was. I mean, interesting game in Istanbul. Hopefully, you've seen that. It's actually performing quite well in the channels. Not too bad. Quite a few people see that. I imagine it's mostly Galatasaray fans, and yeah, they've been very good-natured for the most part, as you can imagine. Football fans, the world over are football fans or whatever. And yeah, it was kind of good. It's good having a couple of exchanges with them as well. I mean, they were fantastic fans, really, out there. Not so much. I mean, one of the commentators said, "You've now been to hell, and you were dealt and you were dealt with." They kind of laugh at that. It's a nice little stadium. I mean, it holds about 52,000. The Ali Sami Yen, formerly known as Ali Sami Yen, now the Rams Park. And yeah, we went there and we didn't really do the business in the first half. Rallied in the second half, but as one commentator said, could easily have been 7-2, and that's quite true. If you've seen the video, they had 2 goals disallowed, and we had no real answer to that whatsoever. So I have to say, just kudos to the Galatasaray. They played very, very well, and yeah, I mean, and they dealt with us. Lovely in Istanbul. We put together the away days diary, which hopefully come out in the next week or so. So that should be fun to do. Didn't get to see as much of the city as I would have liked, and touch upon that in the video as well. But yeah, it's lovely. It's a lovely place to visit, and I do highly recommend. But in terms of the game, we were poor, and Lancashire there. What a game for him. I mean, it was his first professional goal for Spurs, and then he gets his first professional red card for Spurs. Just got lashed out, I think, at the Galatasaray winger just on the hour mark. Crazy. But he'll learn for that, but it's what it is. And then we come back. I didn't go to the game, so that's why there's no video out. I didn't get to go to the game because my good lady had got me tickets for UB40 and Soul to Soul, who were in Birmingham the night before, and we decided to just have a nice little chill in the next day. And I didn't really want to race back to London. Wasn't really feeling it anyway. It's probably a good job I didn't, because that defeat to Ipswich was poor, and it was kind of like in the same lines of the defeat to Galatasaray. In the first half, we just couldn't pass for toffee. We just seemed to forget that's who our teammates were. We seemed to just nothing accurate. I mean, even passes were overplayed or none at all. Players weren't running. There was no space being made, and weren't showing up for each other. It was bad. And Ipswich again were good. I mean, they did what they had to do. They scored their 2 goals. The 2 goals were poor defensively as well, if I'm trying to remember rightly. The first one, Sammy Smodits, an overhead kick in the penalty area with no one around. Well, Johnson was next to him, as was Porro. Johnson was closer, stood back. Even though he was close, he could literally reach out his hands and touch Smodits. But for some reason, he was expecting Porro to do it, and Porro didn't even make a move. You could say it was between them two, but Johnson was close. They could have dealt with it. Put his head in there, stopped that from going in. Probably picked up an injury or a foul, but there we go. And then the second one was just as bad. It was just, I think it was, we were on the attack, and this is what I talk about the poor passing, because I think it was Sonny that was on the attack and plays the ball into the penalty area to absolutely nobody. And then they launch a counter, and from that counter, you get an own goal from it. There's a poor own goal to concede as well. I mean, we rallied in the second half. I mean, the team were, I think, for the first time on the Pals Postecoglou booed off at half time. I mean, I don't condone the booing, as you know. Except it's really, 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 really poor. But yeah, and so we only rally in the second half. We have a goal disallowed. Solanke, and luckily he takes the ball quite well on a half volley, but because of the way the half volley was angled, hit his own hand and it flew into the net. Bento called in the scores a goal to pull it back, but then we just couldn't really find that second goal. And for my sins, I mean, I was on the coach back as the game was going on, and when there was about 10 minutes left to go, I just thought, I ain't watching any more of this, I'm done. And for the first time, I stopped watching it before full time. I just couldn't handle it. I just couldn't handle what I was seeing. And there's another international break coming along where we've lost before it. And I know a lot of people are going to be thinking, oh my God, we're just throwing third. Well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we're throwing the title away a long time ago. So I'm not really that fussed what goes on in the league. But it'd be cool to finish as high as we can, just to try and see if we can get better than 5th place from last time, just to show progression. But it is what it is. And then, well, I mean, on Friday night, the women were battered 4-0 by Manchester City. I mean, I was in Istanbul at the time, so I didn't get to see the game. I just saw the goals flash in. Bunny Shaw, who I'm on record as saying will piss me off to the day I die, scoring a couple of goals again. But I haven't seen the highlights of that. I just didn't really want to see another heavy defeat so close after watching Spurs get taught a lesson in Istanbul. You know what I mean? So I haven't seen that, and chances are probably won't off for a little while anyway. But yeah, so all my teams losing to over that weekend or over that week. It was just bad, really. It was really bad. Spurs against, Spurs. The international break's probably going to help, probably recalibrate a few things. It did last time, but we need to try and sort out the inconsistency, really. Although that is like, 9 wins in 12 games, there's still 3 defeats in that short space of time as well. So we haven't really kind of found the consistency, but at the same time, I mean, that's a third of those games are defeats, so it's not really that good. But we have to try and find a way of building on the wins that we do get. But like I said, there's an international break this week. There's a women's game. I mean, we play Arsenal at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I'm going to try and go to that one, or maybe just have a weekend of just resting and I'll just see. But yeah, I mean, I don't really want to be feeling this feeling of not wanting to see Spurs. I mean, I was so excited at the start of the season of what we're going to actually achieve, and to see us kind of like fall apart the way we have done is just kind of galling to me. But we shall see how it all unfolds. I might even just watch it on TV. I'm going to rest. I'm going to rest, I think. But yes, that is the business. Things coming up. Well, watch out for an advert that will be coming out soon. We're going to try and put together a few people to watch to do a live watch along of for us against Spurs. That's on Boxing Day. Hopefully you'll get to enjoy that. And yeah, looking forward to that one. I mean, as people know, it's the team that my dad supports against the team that I support. So it should be a bit of fireworks. I mean, he's no longer with us, sadly, but still, it's one game that I will break my my teetotality and have a beer for him. But yeah, so watch out for that advert. So it should be a good few number of people there, and should be hopefully be a good day when it rolls around. That's on Boxing Day, of course. But in the meantime, I'm going to try and take a chill pill, back to work, and just kind of try and put behind me what's been a very tumultuous week when it comes to Spurs. But yeah, we didn't get the results that we hoped for. Let's have a good international break for the women. Let's go out there and beat Arsenal and just do what we did last season. But anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of the results, and thank you for the new follows as well. That came on during followed because of the Galatasaray game, and thanks to the Turkish fans out there as well who commented. It was good to have your opinion as well, and good-natured banter as well for the most part. Thank you for watching. Come on, you Spurs. I'll see you again soon.